It used to be we flourished, the goo here kept us nourished. Now our lovely home's impurish, and we miss fresh goo. Goo, what happened to you? You smell like old socks from Mathra shoes. Ooh, goo, there's just one thing to do. Find the key, stop the monster, and clean up the goo.
The model for Resident Evil Village. Because she's the model for Lady Demi.
She is?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Flo from Progress is a model of Lady Dimitris.
I'm not joking. You can pause the game and look it up. I promise you. Please stop. I want you to actually stop so I can get your live reaction. Please, I promise you, it's true. She's the model, not the voice. Only the model for the.
That's so weird. She looks nothing like Lady Dimitris. Nothing.
Trust me, it is. Please pause the game, please. I beg you.
Flo from Progressive looks more attractive than Lady Dimitris. I'm gonna say. Like, did they just downgrade her face? I'll look it up. I'll do it.
I promise you. I'm not fucking with you.
Send it to me in Discord. I'll look it up. I'll look at it.
Hang on. I'll do one better.
What do coins do in this game? I got 25,000 coins. I don't even know what they do. Do I buy upgrades?
I'm not joking with you. Look, let's check the Discord.
Okay, I will.
She was the face model for it.
Oh, the face model, that's why. No, face doesn't even look like her at all. Maybe without makeup. Maybe.
No, maybe, who knows? Yeah, that's her.
Weird.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. I'm gonna download the DS emulator so I can try out Mario Kart DS, because I never owned the DS, so I could never play it.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember back when the DS and PSP wars were happening.
Yeah.
I was the only kid at recess with a PSP. Everyone was just rocking their Nintendo DS, playing Mario Kart on recess, or I think the Olympics games, because I remember them playing like a basketball games with the Mario Kart characters, with the Mario characters.
I was the opposite, actually. I was the only kid with a DS. Everyone of my friends had like a PSP or something. So I was like, oh, I'm alone.
I mean, they all had their fun, but hey, jokes on them. I had Invisimals. They didn't. But my parents would not let me take my PSP to recess. They just wouldn't let me. Which I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, because someone would steal it or something, you know?
Yeah.
Or you could lose it. I used to take my DS to recess, because, I don't know, I just felt like it.
With that being said, I also need to try out DreamWorks Superstar Cards on the DS.
Do it.
And then try out that Sonic RPG that everyone likes.
Sonic Chronicles. Oh yeah, that music soundtrack for that Sonic Chronicles game. Grade A masterpiece.
And there's not really much for me to try out. Maybe fucking Crash of the Titans and Spyro Eternal Night on the DS, because I heard those games have superior 3D ports to the console version.
They do. Over the Hedge too. That's another one.
But Over the Hedge, nah, you can't beat the console classic.
Over the Hedge on DS, it's a stealth game. You gotta collect, you gotta pick up food items and move it to point A to point B while sneaking around an environment. And because the DS is a microphone, if you talk or make noise, it alerts enemies to your location. So you gotta stay quiet while playing the game.
That's actually a cool novelty. Actually.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. I mean, the graphics suck because, it has Nintendo 64 graphics, but still, it's actually a pretty good game.
Speaking of Nintendo 64, I gotta download that to play the supposedly better version of Rayman 2. I think that Rayman on the Dreamcast is a superior version, but I don't know.
What, on the DS?
No, N64 emulator. Because you brought up N64.
No, Dreamcast is the best one. You can't
Yeah,
beat the Dreamcast one.
Yes, you can. The PS2 version. The only thing that I have to complain about is the hub rules.
Isn't the
Other than that-
3DS version of Rayman, 3D, Rayman 2, isn't that just a port of the Dreamcast version? Because, the Dreamcast version's the best one.
I wouldn't know. I heard
I'm
it sucked
pretty sure.
because
I
was
looked
called
it up.
Rayman
The
3D.
3DS version is just a Dreamcast game.
I remember seeing Cat Icarus complain about it because he thought it was Rayman 3.
Yeah, you thought it was Rayman 3. No, it's just a port of the Rayman 2. Well, you think, the 3DS can handle PlayStation 2 graphics? No, it can't.
I mean, it doesn't have to. It can just downgrade the graphics.
A 3DS is
back.
basically like a GameCube, but less powerful.
Sorry.
I'd say the 3DS is like a PS2, and then the PS Vita is.
No,
like
it's
a
like
GameCube.
well, it's like a GameCube, and the GameCube is like a PS2 but less powerful. That's what I said. And then the Nintendo Switch is like a Wii U. They just jumped over
Yeah,
the
Nintendo
Wii.
Switch is just a souped-up Wii U. Just as
Yeah, jump over the Wii and go to Wii U. I mean, the Wii is a GameCube. It literally is just a GameCube with motion
yeah,
controls.
it's just really funny how like ever since the Wii, it's just been really I mean, well, then again, technically, like the GameCube had worse specs than the Xbox, so Nintendo's really never been first for a while.
Yeah, the last time was Super Nintendo.
Well, Nintendo 64, since PS1 was 32-bit.
Yeah, but the PS1 can handle more textures, bigger memory space.
And then the Dreamcast came out, so
Yeah.
One small sec.
Well, with the GameCube, what Nintendo was trying to do was make a console that's very cheap and affordable. That's why it had low specs. Like, hey, we couldn't compete with the Nintendo 64 because the Nintendo 64 was not a very, marketable console. Like, not a lot of people owned it. They only had 300 games for the Nintendo 64, including
yeah, that's
Japanese
really
games.
insane.
Yeah.
I really thought there was more, but
Nah, only 300.
Yeah, I was watching like a all GameCube games or all N64 games video, and I'm like, oh my gosh, only 300.
Yeah. It
really
didn't
thought there
sell
was,
that
like-
well.
Well, yeah, but like 300. I think the Dreamcast probably sold worse, and that had more.
Yeah. So, who's your favorite character in Gloves of Doom to play as?
I like playing as Dib.
Dib.
It's the only game where you can play as Dib, so
I guess my favorite character is either Plankton or Beautiful Gorgeous to play as in this game.
of course, Beautiful Gorgeous.
I mean, it's the only game you can play as, so.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Plankton's pretty cool. I like how he bounces when he jumps, when he walks around.
He's like a jumping beanie guy. He's like a minion.
Oh yeah, am I the only one that freaking despises Jimmy Neutron's jump?
Let me see.
His double jump.
Yeah, I hate it too. He just spins around like 180. Why? Why does he do that?
No, like the freaking where he does a pose in the air.
Yeah, I hate that too. Why? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like,
why
I'm
it's
so
there.
cool. Look at me lounging out while I'm jumping.
It was in Attack of the Toy Bots too, and I'm like, that's one of the worst jumping animations ever. Look, I don't know why, but I really fixate on running and jumping animations in games.
Yeah.
And like for example, I was playing as Jenny in Attack of the Toy Bots because of course I play as Jenny, and her running animation sucks, but her jumping animation is pretty cool. So it's like
Yeah.
50-50. But then you have Stimpy, where both his running animation and his jump are awesome. So it's like, well,
And then you got Wako, who has once again like a 180 spin when he jumps, and it's so annoying to look at.
oh, I love that though. I love like the little spin. That's cool.
To me, it messes me up because you gotta do precise platforming in that Attack of the Toy Bots game. So whenever he does that 180 jump, like where's he going? Where's a shadow? I can't see where I'm going, and I fall off.
Oh, I don't look at his shadow. I just look at the character itself.
Oh, I look at the shadow because I don't know where I'm gonna land in the game.
I mean, if I'm doing like a full 3D platformer, I look at the shadow. But for a somewhat 2D, like 2.5D platformer like that, I just.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna jump to my PC. So give me a second.
Okay.
Right. So what I missed?
Not much. I'm in the dump right now. I just gotta move on and keep on living on.
Okay. Here we go.
Carry on, carry on.
So, what is your favorite episode of SpongeBob? There's been a SpongeBob, yeah.
Well, my favorite episode has been the same for years, and it's Can You Spare a Dime?
Yeah. What about you, Yash? I know you love SpongeBob.
I don't really care for SpongeBob.
Are you excited for the SpongeBob Truth or Square speedrun?
Yeah, we're gonna do that sometime in the future. Maybe after Wolfen's Origin.
I would like to join. I mean, you guys are gonna play the PSP version, right?
No, I'm gonna do the Wii version. You know, Jam Master might do the Wii version too, but yeah, the PSP version is probably gonna work for him.
It's either PSP or Wii. I mean, either one.
Are you sure that your computer can run the Wii version? Not sure.
Oh, you sure you can handle it?
Yeah, I'm gonna check. Actually, I'm gonna test it out right now.
Do
I
it.
don't want to be that. I'm not like making
But
fun of it.
it's got classic controller support, so I don't need to worry about that. But it's just, can the game run? And I haven't.
I mean, if your laptop can't handle Shadow the Hedgehog, how can it handle the sponge? You know?
I mean, my laptop can handle freaking Spider-Man Edge of Time, but it can't handle Shadow the Hedgehog. So
Because it's too edgy. I told you. You couldn't handle it.
like I was not making fun of it. I was just like asking. I don't know whether PC can handle or cannot.
oh, that's okay.